Hello there, I'm Richard Osman. Welcome back to the House of Games. All week, 4 competitive famous faces are joining me, attempting to win this trophy right there. Shall we meet them? We have Angela Scanlon, Clive Myrie, Sarah Pascoe, and Mr. Rick Edwards. Angela, I'm going to talk to you first. It has been the single most competitive week of all time in the House of Games, mainly due to those two at the other end. It's quite hard work sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tense.
But Rick won the first 2.
Yeah.
Last time we were desperate for Rick to lose, and the good news is he did.
Yeah. Pascal pipped him to the post.
Pascoe beat you. You beat him as well.
Yeah.
Before we talk to everyone else, let's take a look at the weekly leaderboard and see where we are. 2 days to go, and it's very, very close. Clive and Angela both have 6, but look at this. Rick and Sarah both have 10 points. Sarah, what a win last time.
It was close at the end, I would have said.
You won by 1 point from
I wasn't
Angela.
like a comfortable lead. Wow. I'm no Rick.
Rick, how did that feel? You'd won the first 2 days and then suddenly 3rd place.
I woke up screaming, Anna Macaroni!
That was a bad answer.
Also, you robbed me of 2 points by writing Philadelphia and Thatcher.
I did.
Yeah,
that was
that's true.
wonderful. Now, Sarah,
You
we
point
know
blocked
that
him.
by the end of the week, somebody here,
Yeah.
probably one of those 2, let's be honest.
Hey.
No, but probably, statistically. I'll say it differently. We know by the end of the week, somebody here, maybe Angela, is going to win this trophy. But also, at the end of each show, there is a daily prize. Sarah, yesterday you walked off with the House Against Binoculars. Shall we take a look at today's prizes? OK, this is what today's winner is going to be choosing between. We've got a lovely vacuum flask there. We've got a Teasmade, tote bag, coasters, or a football. Clive, not your best show last time,
it was
but the previous show you were leading right up to the last minute.
It comes and goes, man.
It comes and
The
goes.
inspiration, the genius, it comes, it goes.
Everybody keep an eye out for Clive's genius today. Let's see if we can... 2 days to go. It's been super competitive, super close, and a load of fun. Very best of luck to everyone today. Should we play our first round?
Yeah.
See what it is. Every time I press this buzzer, a new round comes up. You don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's see what it is. Correction Centre. OK, I'll tell you how this one works. You will see a factual statement on the board where one word is incorrect. You need to spot the incorrect word and tell us what we should change it to. 1 point for each correct answer. It's not on buzzer, so you can sit back. Both of you can sit back. If Angela gets hers wrong, which won't happen, by the way,
Ever.
then you can buzz in.
Okay.
Angela, we will start with you. What word here is wrong, and what do we need to change it to? According to their 2011 census, the population of the Brotherhood of Man was 84,497. We need to change one of those words.
No, everybody's laughing like it's really obvious. I'm going to say Brotherhood to Isle.
Is that right? It is indeed. Very well done.
Well done.
Very well done. Clive Myrie.
OK.
Here we go. This is going to be the start of a big day for you, sir.
Could
I
be.
feel. Here is yours, Clive. On the 5th of March, 1946, Winston Churchill gave his famous shower curtain speech.
I think that might have to be shower to iron.
Change shower to iron, is that right? Absolutely right. The iron curtain speech. Well played, Clive. Sarah Pascoe, yesterday's champion. Can you win another one? Here's your first question. A chocolate orange was unavailable legally in the UK between 1973 and 2000.
Oh,
You've seen where Edward's hand is, Sarah,
I've seen.
as is Clive's.
I'm going to get this wrong. I'm changing chocolate to clockwork.
Is that right? Edward's hand is off the buzzer. You're right. Well done.
it?
Yep.
I didn't trust myself for a minute. And now it all handies on buzzes.
Rick Edwards, sir.
Yes.
Oh, a disaster for you yesterday. 3rd place. Brilliant for us. I know you won't let that happen again today, though. Should we start with your first question?
Yes, please. Yes,
OK,
please.
here we go. According to Jude law, the volume of a given mass of gas at a constant temperature is inversely proportional to its pressure.
I'd like to change Jude to Boyles, please.
Is that right? That is very impressive. Well played, Rick Edwards. He's back. Edwards is back. Very well played, everyone, so far. Full marks. Angela, here is your second question. Yorkshire puddings have long, silky coats and were originally bred to hunt vermin.
Actually, I have long, silky coats. Yorkshire. Oh, I know, Yorkshire Terriers.
Is that the right answer? It is indeed. Very well played. Nice when you see it, isn't it? Clive Murray is your next one. Still nothing wrong in this round. After problems with protesters and 2 false starts, the 1993 Grand National was declared interesting for the first time in its history.
I'm guessing interesting is the word that has to go. And I would say it's got to be... What is the word? Void?
Void is exactly the answer I have on the card. Very well done. Declared void for the first time in its history. This is brilliant stuff, everybody. If anyone hasn't watched for the rest of the week, they would think you were all geniuses. This is great stuff. Sarah Pascoe, here we go. Here's yours. Emerging from the New York club scene, the Bronte sisters had hits with Filthy Gorgeous and I Don't Feel Like Dancing.
I'm going to change Bronte to Scissor.
It seems a shame, but let's do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bronte to Scissors. Well played. Rick Edwards for a clean sweep in this first round. We've never seen such a thing before.
I'm ready.
Here's your question. From 2004 to 2015, Kevin Keegan was the artistic director of London's Old Vic Theatre.
Well, I don't want to change anything.
No, well, come on.
But if you're going to force me, I'll change Keegan to Spacey.
Keegan to Spacey, is that right? Absolutely right, Rick Edwards. Very well played, everybody. Shall we take a look at the leaderboard? I can almost guess what it's going to be. Everybody's got 2 points. Shall we do a round 2? Let's do that. OK, what are we going to play next? Build your own question. We've done this before. As always, the person in last place gets to choose a partner, because this is a pairs question. Has anyone not been in last place so far today? Sarah, you haven't, have you, Sarah? I think we'll let you have the choice of partner here. Who would you like to team up with?
Can I choose my friend Angela?
Yes, you certainly can, Sarah. Clive and Sarah, if you change places.
Switch round.
Okay. Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Now, this game is all about combining your strengths. What we're going to do now, we're going to show you 8 categories, 4 on the left, 4 on the right. One of you will choose a category from the left, the other will choose a category from the right, and I will give you a question combining the 2. Very, very best of luck. We will start with you, Angela and Sarah. Let's take a look at the categories, shall we? Ghosts Roam, the 2000s literature. Famous Ben's. Oh, Famous Ben's, finally, that's come up. The Olympics medal and awards. Angela Scanlon, please choose a category from the left-hand column.
The 2000s.
The 2000s, says Angela. And Sarah, choose something from the right-hand column.
Awards.
Awards. Here is the question, based on the 2000s and awards. In 2003, which British TV presenter and actor became the last celebrity to win the Pipe Smoker of the Year award?
2003, I'm thinking like David Jason, not a TV presenter, or like...
Stephen Fry? He could have a pipe.
I think it's a bit like Rear of the Year. It's
Yeah.
always accepted by someone.
So you're going lowbrow?
Yeah.
OK.
Is Popeye real?
Popeye is not real. No.
No, is he
I'll tell you what,
British?
this would be a hell of a way to find out.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
Graham Norton was in Father Ted,
Yeah.
but I don't think...
OK, let's go Graham Norton.
Well, I see, I would feel like...
Don't have any responsibility. I was going to say Popeye. Angela.
Stephen Fry, I feel, is more likely than
Stephen
Graham
Fry.
Norton.
Okay.
But, I mean,
Stephen Fry.
either way, I
Yeah.
don't think
So you're
he's
going to go
that.
Stephen Fry?
Stephen Fry.
What's the answer? Is it Stephen Fry?
We can't be annoyed if we don't get it.
Yeah.
It was Stephen Fry. Well played. How about that?
Really well
How
done.
about
Thank
that?
you.
Right up to the last second, you're going to say Popeye, and then Angela Scanlon.
Also, I was like, oh no, he's too highbrow for this. It's not.
Clearly not.
Clive Murray, can you choose a category from the
Right.
left-hand column, please?
Literature.
Literature, that's classy. Rick Edwards, what are you going to combine that with?
I just really like the sound of Famous Ben's.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
I'm only
Famous
human.
Ben's. Let's combine the 2. Here is your question. Which American author wrote the story The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, on which the film is based?
We got our question right.
Yeah, well,
That was nice, wasn't it?
Angela, not only that, we haven't had a single question wrong in the entire show so far.
Well,
That's not
get
good.
ready.
It's coming up now.
I'm happy to tell you, Clive, I've got no idea.
Yeah.
I need to give you a push, gents. I think name an author.
John Updike, I don't know.
Be surprising, wouldn't it? But should we go with that?
John
We're
Updike.
going to go with John Updike.
Let's have a little look. Did John Updike write The Curious Case of Benjamin Button? Oh, it was F. Scott Fitzgerald. I'm afraid. First question wrong on the whole show. Angela
Embarrassing.
and Sarah. Sarah, I want you to choose something from the left-hand column now.
I'm going to choose literature this time.
Choose anything apart from famous Bens, Angela.
Literature and awards.
Literature and
Yeah.
awards. Let's take a look at your question. Neither of you have got a question wrong throughout the show so far. Which Best Picture Oscar-winning film is based on the book Q&A by Vikas Swara?
Slumdog Millionaire.
That was quicker than last time, wasn't it? Is it Slumdog Millionaire?
Yeah.
Absolutely right. With Sarah and Angela. Gentlemen, Rick Edwards, last question this round. Choose me something from the left-hand column, please.
We could do with getting something out of this, Clive. Let's go the 2000s.
2000, says Rick. So, Clive, you can choose anything apart from awards.
Olympics.
Olympics, 2000s and Olympics for Clive and Rick. Here's your question combining the two. At the 2008 Olympic Games, Usain Bolt broke whose world record for the 200 metres?
I know this.
Michael Johnson.
Is it Michael Johnson? Clive is not looking certain.
Have a bit of faith in me, Clive.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Michael Johnson.
Okay, is it Michael Johnson? Let's find out. It is Michael Johnson. Very well played. Clive and Sarah, you changed back to your original seats.
Okay.
What a team. Let's take a look at the scores at the end of that round. Look at this. This is close.
I like it.
Clive and Rick, 3 points each. Sarah and Angela, 4 points each.
Lovely.
Should we play another one?
Yeah.
You think might as well,
Yeah.
mightn't we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Literally only one question wrong throughout the whole show so far.
I don't remember that.
Let's take a look at our next round. What's in a name? Now, on the House of Games, we can make a quiz out of anything, including your names. We've taken the letters of your names and used them to make some answers. The first two questions will be based on your name, Angela. Then it'll be Clive's name, then Sarah's, then Rick's. 1 point for a correct answer. But if you get one right on your own name, 2 points, double points. So we'll start with the name Angela Scanlon. Fingers on buzzers, everybody. The answers to these two questions are somewhere in Angela's name. And here's your first one. Large sailing ship with 3 or more masts used mainly by the Spanish between the 15th and 17th centuries. That is Clive Myrie.
It is a scallion.
A scallion,
Also my nickname at school.
was it? Anybody else? Nope. It rhymes with scallion. It's galleon. Is the answer.
That's what I meant to
That
say.
was so close. That was so close. Here's your next one. Italian food dish that was said to have caused members of the Tottenham Hotspur football team to be struck by food poisoning in 2006. That's Rick Edwards.
Lasagna.
Is lasagna in Angela Scanlon's name?
Oh, I hope so.
Your wish has come true. It is. Absolutely right, lasagna. So no double points for Angela there. We're on to Clive Myrie's name. The answers are somewhere in the letters of your name, Clive. Here's your first one. Largest gland of the human body. That is Rick Edwards.
Liver.
Is it liver? Absolutely is liver. Well done. Here's the second one. Vegetable often worn by Peter Davidson's doctor on his jacket lapel in Doctor Who.
Oh,
Right.
Clive Myrie.
Is it a carrot?
It is not a carrot, I'm afraid. What is your name again? Anybody else? Nope. The answer is celery.
Celery.
Sarah Pascoe, onto your name. Don't forget double points if you can get one of these. The two answers here are spelled using some of the letters of your name. Here's the first clue. Gambling game that is played with 2 dice. That is Sarah Pascoe.
craps.
But what's your answer? Craps is right, Sarah Pascoe. Well done. 2 points.
Sweet 2 points.
Look at Rick Edwards' applause.
Yeah, just
Here's your second one. Unopened flower buds that are pickled to add flavour to food. Unopened flower. That is Sarah Pascoe.
Capons.
Is it capons? I don't think you've got an N in your name, Sarah. I could be wrong.
Capers. It's capers. I've said it wrong. It's capers.
Angela Scanlon, over the sound of Sarah Pascoe saying it's capers, what's your answer?
I said the wrong one.
I think it might be capers.
You're thinking capers?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
No, take it.
It is
Take
capers.
it.
Very well done.
Sarah.
Very well done. Worth a risk. I mean, probably not worth then saying the answer immediately afterwards.
That's what I meant to say the first time.
Here we go, Rick Edwards, two
Okay.
on your name.
Yes, please.
Oh, he wants this.
I do, actually.
Yeah. Here's your first one. Broadway musical with lead characters Elphaba and Glinda. That is Sarah
Wicked.
Pascoe. Is it Wicked? It's the right answer. Very well done. That's a good thing to have in your name.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Rick, can you get double points on this last question of the round? 1976 horror film with the tagline, "If only they knew she had the power." Clive Myrie.
Carrie.
It's the right answer, Clive. Well played. Very well played. Shall we take a look at what that has done to the scores?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good round, everybody.
Really great round.
4 points, Clive Myrie. 5 points, Rick and Angela. Sarah Pascoe in the lead with 7. This is close. This is very, very close. Anybody could still win. There's 2 rounds to go. Shall we play our 4th round?
Yeah.
Let's see what we're playing. It's going to be... And the answer isn't. Now, this is a multiple choice round, but we haven't bothered to come up with the multiple choice options. That was your opponent's job. I'm going to ask each of you a question. I'm going to show you 4 multiple choice answers. 1 is the correct answer. The other 3 were invented by your opponents before the show. So, Angela, we'll start with you. Get a correct answer, you score a point. If one of them has fooled you, they'll get the point. Okay. Here is your question. What was the title of Paul McCartney's 2012 UK Top 10 album? Here's your 4 options. Was his top 10 album called Kisses on the Bottom? Was it called
An Edward special.
Spiders? Was it called Top of the Class? Or was it called Wings?
Okay, so Kisses on the Bottom, I feel, has Rick Edwards written on the
All over it.
I don't think Paul McCartney has named an album Spiders. I feel like Top of the Class is a bit, you know, shouty. So I'm going to go with Wings for no other reason than the others. Who knows what happens?
Okay, so you've gone with Wings.
of
Is
the class.
that the right answer? Is it Wings? It's not the right answer.
It's Top of the Class.
It means you've given a point to one of your opponents. Who said Wings? It was Sarah Pascoe. Goodness me.
This is a good game. I like this game.
Did Rick Edwards write Kisses on the Bottom?
No.
He wrote Spiders.
Kisses on the Bottom.
Clive, which did you write?
I wrote Top of the Class.
Top of the Class. The answer is Kisses on the Bottom.
I mean,
No.
One of his previous albums was called All the Best, which is a best of, which is what he used to write his autograph with. And then he always used to say he would put kisses on the bottom of his autograph. So that was his
I mean,
next
that's
one.
not the image I had.
No.
I know, it's almost like that's why we chose the question.
Being a silly Billy. Yeah.
Clive Myrie,
Right.
here is your question.
Okay.
According to the UK Public Lending Rights Scheme, which novel was the most borrowed fiction title in UK libraries in the 12 months to June 2016? One of these is the correct answer. Your opponents have made up the other 3. Was it 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James? Was it Gangster Granny by David Walliams? Was it Girl on the Train, Paula Hawkins? Or was it Inferno, Dan Brown? You 3 have done a good job there. That is top.
UK Library, 12 months to 2016.
Yeah. You read any of those, Clive?
Yeah.
Just the one, right?
Actually.
Yeah, I hear you.
Gangster Granny was fantastic.
Yeah.
Superb. I'm tempted to go for Inferno.
Inferno by
Dan
Dan
Brown.
Brown. Let's see, is Inferno the right answer? It is not. Hands up. who wrote... You are kidding me. You are kidding me, Sarah Pascoe.
Dear, oh dear.
Another point for Sarah Pascoe. Very well done.
Well done, Sarah. Well done.
Angela, what did you write?
50 Shades.
50 Shades of Grey, of course
Yeah.
you did. And Rick Edwards, what did you write?
Gangster Granny.
Gangster Granny, the right answer. The Paula Hawkins book, Girl on the Train. Well done if you said that at home. Sarah Pascoe, amazing. It's time for your question now.
Oh, okay.
Which Oscar-winning actor reportedly turned down the lead role in Die Hard that was eventually taken by Bruce Willis? One correct answer here and 3 that have been made up by your opponents. Was it Frank Sinatra, James Belushi, Marlon Brando, or Robert Redford?
I'm going to guess Marlon Brando.
Any reason?
There's a couple of kind of like urban legends and stories about him turning down roles that later went on to be really successful and being difficult. So that's
Let's
why.
see. No one has got one right yet in this round,
know.
mainly thanks to you. Is Marlon Brando the correct answer? It is not the correct answer. Cheeky little hand up, who wrote Marlon Brando?
It's a taste of your own medicine.
Rick Edwards.
Slip into my net.
It doesn't taste nice.
Angela Scanlon, what did you write?
I went with Robert Redford.
Robert Redford. Clive Myrie.
I wrote James Belushi.
James Belushi.
so it was Frank
Sinatra is the correct
amazing.
answer, amazingly. Well done if you got that. Yeah, Frank Sinatra. Rick Edwards.
Yeah.
Last question in this round. When John Cleese appeared on Desert Island Discs in 1997, what was his luxury item? One of these answers is correct. 3 of them were written by your opponents. And you work out the correct answer. Was it a mirror? Was it a notebook? Was it a typewriter? Or was it Michael Palin stuff? Which one of those 4?
I don't feel like Cleese is a particularly vain man. I'm not sure he'd take a mirror. I'm torn between a notebook and a stuffed Michael Palin. I think I'm just going to go notebook.
You're going to go notebook.
I think so, yeah.
No one has got one right yet so far in this round. Is notebook the correct answer? It is not.
Oh, dear.
Hands up, who wrote notebook? Angela Scanlon. Very well played. Clive Myrie, what did you write?
I wrote typewriter.
Clive Myrie wrote typewriter. Sarah Pascoe, what did you write?
I wrote a mirror.
A mirror. The right answer was Michael Palin stuff.
Oh.
Very well done if you said that at home. It's the end of that round. No one got an actual answer right, but there were points for successfully fooling your opponents there. Let's take a look at where that leaves the leaderboard with 1 round to go. I think it's still going to be pretty close. Look at this. 4 points for Clive Myrie. Angela and Rick on 6, leading by 3 going into the last round. Sarah Pascoe.
Okay.
Yeah, well done.
Okay.
You won yesterday, Sarah. And you do it again today, but Edwards is pretty good at this last
Yeah,
round.
he's real good. So
very
is
good.
Angela, very good at it.
Angela, you got within 1 point of Sarah, so this was exactly the same position.
Yeah.
A few points behind.
Okay.
You lost by 1 last time. The last round is always the same, and it's always... Answer smash. On this one, you see a picture. There's a clue underneath it. You need to smash the answers into each other. Point for each correct answer, but we take a point off if you give an incorrect answer. Best of luck, everybody. Still anyone's to win. Fingers on buzzers, like I need to tell you. Here's your first category. 80s music. So the picture's going to be to do with 80s music. There'll be a clue underneath. Can you smash the 2 answers into each other, please? Here's your first one. Which small edible marine fish with a strong flavour is often used as a pizza topping or in a salad niçoise? That is Angela. Incorrect, I'm afraid. Clive Myrie.
Duran-Duranchevi.
Duran-Duranchevi is the correct answer.
Lovely, well done, Clive.
Here's your next one. Which US exhibition basketball team went on to have their own animated TV series in 1970? Clive.
Aha.
I'm going to have to lock you out quickly.
Aha, Globetrotters.
Say again.
Aha, Globetrotters.
It's incorrect. Sarah Pascoe.
Harlem Globetrotters.
Harlem Globetrotters
I'm
is the
sorry,
correct
because
answer.
that's your answer. And it doesn't feel good, but I want that point so much.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Let's see your next one. Which fictional hero has a sidekick called Tonto and a horse called Silver? That's Rick Edwards.
Elvis Costello Long John's. No, what's his name?
And it's
hang on,
not,
no,
I'm
no,
afraid.
no.
Anybody else?
Panicked.
Panicked. Which fictional hero has a sidekick called Tonto and a horse called Silver? That is Clive Myrie.
Elvis Costello Ranger.
Oh,
Is the right answer,
yeah.
Clive. Coming up on the rails. Rick loses a point there as well. Oh dear. Let's take a look at the next category. Things found in the garden.
Oh, yeah.
Those will be the pictures and there'll be clues underneath them. Please smash the answers together. The royal residence known as Holyrood House is in which city?
Shedinburgh?
Shedinburgh is the correct answer.
Shedinburgh.
Well done. Sometimes they're simple.
Okay.
Here's your next one. Which variety of melon has a ribbed rind and orange flesh? Rick Edwards.
Watering cantaloupe?
Is it a watering cantaloupe?
Yeah.
It is indeed. Very well done. Here's your next one. What type of creature is Ariel, the main character in an Oscar-winning animated Disney film released in 1989? That is Rick Edwards.
Strimmermaid.
Is it a strimmermaid? It is indeed. This is getting very, very close indeed. Next category, seabirds. Those are the pictures. There's a clue underneath. What's the answer we're looking for? Which group of Spanish islands includes Lanzarote and Tenerife? That is Rick Edwards.
Pelicanaries?
Is it the Pelicanaries? It's the right answer. Well played. Here's your next one. That's the end. Goodness me, was that enough? You got the last four right there, Rick Edwards.
Amazing.
Has it been enough to win today's show? Rick, you won Monday and Tuesday. Sarah, you won Wednesday. It feels like one of them's won Thursday as well, doesn't it?
It feels like it might be
think it
that
probably
way.
does.
Yeah. Who has won today's House of Games? It is Sarah Pascoe by 1 point.
That was your Harlem Globe.
By
it
1
was.
point. You did every point of that lead you took into the final
Yeah,
round.
not good
Sarah,
at
that
smashing
means
at the end.
you get to choose another prize. You won
Yeah.
the binoculars yesterday.
I did.
You can have a vacuum flask. You can, of course, have the teas made.
I think I want the football.
Sarah Pascoe, if that's what you want, you win a
Yeah.
House of Games
Yes.
football.
Thanks,
You are going to have a lot of fun with that, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
We have 1 day to go, ladies and gents. You're with us all
All
week.
to
We've
play
done
for.
4 days. Well, for some people, Angela, it is all to play for. You are correct. Shall we take a look at the weekly leaderboard as it stands? Who is going to win our trophy? Clive and Angela, you both have 8 points. Rick, 13. Sarah Pascoe, 14 points. Double points, of course, on Friday as well. So actually, anybody still
Anyone
could
can win
win this. Sarah taking a small lead going into that last day. Thank you so much for today. I will see all of you again here tomorrow. I will see all of you here again tomorrow as well. That's all from the House of Games. Goodbye.
I was going to header it. Yeah. Really elegantly.
Well done.